Hi warriors, it's Mrs. Currit again. I'm going to be sharing a seated yoga practice with you today. My film today is coming from Anastasia and Ashley's room, which is a nice, bright, sunny room, and it's gorgeous outside today, so I have windows open. Here's how I've set up. I don't have a yoga mat today. I actually just put a thin blanket on the floor, and then I rolled a blanket to put on top of it, and that's what I'm going to put my sitting bones on, since everything we're doing is going to be seated today. So you can set up with a block or blanket or some firm cushions, stack of pillows underneath you. Pillows are kind of squishy, so they would squish down after a while. Let's go ahead and start with feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart. Let your heels rest on the floor so your toes kind of point up. Hands palm side down on your thighs. Lengthen up through the very top of your head and invite the eyes to softly close. Keep your lips together, but let your jaw relax. Take breath in and out through your nose. If you want, you can bring a hand to the belly to develop a little awareness of breath moving in the belly. Inhaling slowly, filling the belly with air. As you exhale, letting the belly release back toward the spine. Keep lengthening up through the top of the head. After one more big full breath like this, invite the eyes to softly open. Then hands can stay resting on your thighs, or you can let hands or fingertips rest on the ground next to you. My arms aren't long enough when I'm sitting up on something that I can rest hands on the floor without rounding forward. So I like to keep shoulders up, shoulder blades back, shoulders down, chest up, shoulder blades back, and then fingertips on the floor next to me. And you'll flop the legs open and closed. Point and flex the feet. And rotate the ankles, big slow circles going in both directions. Bounce the knees up and down. And then we're going to use the hands to manually move the legs. So you're setting up either in crossed ankles, if that feels good to you, or you could bring in one leg and then the other, and you could switch when we're halfway through. You'll see when we're switching which leg is on top. Or if it's comfortable for you, and I really like using arms to move the legs, you could bring a foot up on top of your opposite calf. So you're in half lotus. Hands rest palm side down on the thighs, lengthening up through the top of the head. Invite the eyes to softly close. Then on an inhale, draw shoulders up towards your ears. Bring your shoulder blades together, almost like you're trying to hold something in between them. And as you exhale, slide them all the way down, keeping them together as you slide down. So keep moving like that to the timing of your breath. Inhaling to draw up, shoulder blades together. Exhale to slide down. After the next time your shoulder blades drop down, leave them there. Then tilt your right ear in the direction of your right shoulder. And I'm mirroring you, so you're going this direction, which is your right. If this feels like enough of a stretch on the neck, you can stay exactly as you are, or you can add the weight of that right arm gently draped across the side of your head and reach out diagonally with the left arm. And you can play around with the angle of that left arm and the rotation of the arm. I like the feeling of palm flipped up and upper arm drawn down and back. You can think about lifting up into that place on the neck where it feels like the best sense of stretch. And release hands back into your lap. Inhale the head to center. Exhale, left ear toward the left shoulder. Keep chest lifting, shoulder blades down. Maybe add the weight of the arm draped gently across the side of the head. Maybe reach out diagonally with the right arm. And then you can play around with the angle, play around with the rotation, see what feels best. Bring hands back into the lap. Inhale the head to center. Exhale, turn your head so your chin is directing toward your right shoulder. Bring your right hand to your left cheek and then press your cheek against your hand. So as if you were trying to turn your face towards center, but it's your hand that's stopping you from turning. Release hand into the lap. Inhale the head to center and then all the way over to the other side. Bring left hand to the right cheek. Press your cheek into your hand. Release your head back to center. Let fingertips rest by your sides. We're going to coordinate breath and movement, bringing arms out and up as we inhale and floating the arms back down as we exhale. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Gaze up towards your thumbs as your palms touch. Exhale, arms float back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time as you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So bring the left hand in front of you, right hand behind you. You could bring left hand across your right thigh, but if you're going to be using your arm to crank yourself around rather than letting it be the stuff around the spine that's turning, then I suggest opening your palm and leaving the left hand, against the left knee. When you're in the twist, feel like your spine is getting longer and taller, softening the things around the spine as you exhale. On an exhale, slowly release back to center. Come back to fingertips by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time as you exhale, float the arms down, twisting to the left. Left hand behind you. Right hand can come across your left thigh, or you can keep the palm open, knuckles back against your right knee. Long, tall spine on your inhales. On your exhales, invite everything around the spine to soften. On your next exhale, slowly come out. We're going to switch the cross of the legs. So whatever leg was on top or in front is now on the bottom or in back. Bring palms again to your rest on your thighs. Draw shoulders up towards your ears, shoulder blades together. Exhale to come down. A few more times just like that. And then let fingertips rest again by the hips. Inhale, arms out and up. Gazing up towards palms as they touch. Exhale to float them down. Inhale to come up. Exhaling down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. This time as you exhale, let right fingertips rest to the floor next to your hip. Reach way up with the left arm, shoulders down. and lean over to the right. Keep that left sitting bone planted down as you reach the arm up and away. If it's comfortable on your neck, bring chin to your chest and turn face to gaze past the upper arm toward the ceiling. On an inhale, reach up through the left fingertips. Exhale, left fingertips down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, leaning to the left. Really planting that right sitting bone down. Shoulders drop down. Reach way up and over. Either staying exactly as you are or bringing chin to your chest and turning to gaze past the upper arm toward the ceiling. On an inhale, lead with the right fingertips to come up. Exhale down. Let hands rest one inside the other in the lap. Invite the eyes to softly close for a breath or two. On an inhale, let the eyes softly open. We're going to come up and off the prop and move it off to the side. We'll sit with soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, sometimes called butterfly pose. Remember doing this guy in PE class? Well, we're not going to bounce. Instead, we're going to let gravity work on the tissues and help open up. So you can hang on to shins or ankles or toes. On an inhale, lengthen the rib cage away from the hips, letting shoulders drop down. As you exhale, hinge from the hips to fold forward. Get to where you feel like you're at your fullest extension. Inhale, lengthen out through the chest just a little tiny bit more. And exhale, let your shoulders, neck, and head round over. On an inhale, bring your torso back up. Use your hands to move the right leg, straightening the right leg out. Heel down, toes pointing up toward the ceiling. Bring your sole of your left foot flush against your right thigh, and then turn yourself so your sternum is pointing right out over that right foot. Inhale, reaching up through the arms, lifting up through the rib cage. As you exhale, hinge from the hips to fold forward. Let hands rest wherever it is they come to, on your foot or your leg. Let shoulders release away from the ears and relax the neck. On an inhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Bring hands behind the right knee and bend your right knee to place foot flat on the floor. Reach underneath the right knee and draw your left foot back by your right hip. You can keep legs as they are. You could bring right leg straight back, or you can cross the right leg over the left and then try to sit as evenly as you can on your sitting bones. On an inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Bring right hand behind you. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand or arm around the right knee, twisting to the right. On an exhale, slowly come out. Use arms to move the legs. And we'll set back up in Baddha Konasana so we can do the other side. Maybe rocking from side to side a little bit. Soles of the feet together, hang on to shins or ankles or toes. Inhale, lengthen up through the very top of the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips to fold forward. Reach way out through the chest like you're trying to get that spine long, 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 long. And then relax, shoulders, neck, and head forward. On an inhale, bring the torso back up. Use hands to move the left leg. Bring sole of the right foot flush against the left thigh. Turn your torso so that your sternum is pointing out towards that left foot. Inhale, arms up. Lift up through the rib cage. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold forward. Let hands rest wherever it is they come to, on the foot, on the ankle, on the leg. Relax shoulders down and away from the ears. On an exhale, relax the neck. Inhale to come back up. Use hands behind the leg to bend the knee. Reach underneath that left leg. Draw your right foot closer to your left hip. You can either stay as you are, step this foot back, or cross it over, and then sit as evenly as you can on the two sitting bones. Inhale, right arm up, long, tall spine. Exhale, right hand or elbow around the left knee, twisting to the left. On an exhale, slowly come out. We'll flip around to Vajrasana, a seated kneeling pose. If this is not accessible for you, you could close seated in a chair. You can let hands rest palm side down on your thighs, or one hand inside the other in the center of the lap. Invite the eyes to softly close, lengthening up through the top of the head. Feel a sense of peace above you, peace below you, peace all around you, and peace inside you. On an inhale, I hope you hear my sound effects coming from the other room. That might be the best part. On an inhale, invite the eyes to softly open. Bring palms together in Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. And we'll bow and say namaste to one another, meaning the light within me salutes the light within you. Namaste. Thank you.